Okay, so something huge is happening in the tech world, and honestly, it's happening at lightning speed. It seems like it came out of nowhere, but there's been this massive explosion of interest and a ton of money flowing into one very specific field: humanoid robots. And the epicenter of this whole thing? It's China.
So the question you've got to ask is, why this technology? And why is it all happening right now? I mean, this isn't some slow burn evolution. It feels like someone just flipped a giant switch. Let's dig in and unpack what's really going on here. But before we get too deep, let's just quickly make sure we're on the same page. When we talk about a humanoid robot, we're talking about a machine that's intentionally built to look and, well, move like a person. And the whole point is that they're designed to function in our world using our tools so we don't have to redesign everything just for them. All right, so here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to look at what's fueling this trend, meet the companies actually building these things, figure out where we'll see them in the real world, and then understand why this is blowing up into a new global race. First things first, the why. This whole boom isn't just happening by chance. There are some really powerful forces at work here, pushing this technology out of the realm of sci-fi and into reality way faster than anyone expected. You can really boil it down to three big things all hitting at once. You've got major population shifts, a critical need to upgrade factories, and a huge top-down push from the government itself. It's basically a perfect storm. At the core of all this is a very real, very practical problem. China's facing this double whammy. Its workforce is aging fast, and at the same time, it's seeing more and more labor shortages in critical industries. So humanoid robots are being seen as the answer, a way to fill those gaps and keep the economic engine humming. And this isn't some 30-year plan. Look at this number, 2025. That is the target year the Chinese government has set to get humanoid robots into mass production. I mean, that's just around the corner. It's an incredibly ambitious timeline, and it really shows you just how serious and national priority this has become. The pressure is on. So, with that kind of crazy ambition, you have to wonder, who's actually building these things? Let's meet some of the key players jumping into this race. So inside China, you've got companies like Fourier Intelligence and Unitree Robotics that are making some seriously impressive progress. But, and this is a big but, they are not alone on this playground. They are going head-to-head with global giants like Boston Dynamics, who are, let's be honest, the undisputed champs of robot mobility. And, of course, Tesla, which is hoping its expertise in AI and mass production can give it the edge. Okay, so we've got the why and the who, but what about the where? Where are these robots actually going to show up? This is where it gets real, moving out of the lab and into our actual industries. The first and most obvious place you'll see them is on the factory floor. And they're not there just to do simple, repetitive stuff. They're being designed for those tricky assembly tasks that still need the fine motor skills of human hands, the exact stuff that traditional automation has always struggled with. Next, picture them in those absolutely massive e-commerce warehouses. They'll be handling logistics, sorting all our packages, picking and packing orders, basically working right alongside people to make our supply chains way, way more efficient. And this one might be the most profound. We're going to start seeing them in healthcare settings. Their jobs could be anything from helping nurses with routine tasks, which frees them up for more critical patient care, to providing support and even companionship for the elderly, which ties right back to that demographic problem we talked about. The big takeaway here is that these aren't just cool tech demos. No, they're being built for very real, very tangible jobs. From the delicate work of assembly to navigating a chaotic warehouse to providing compassionate care. The goal isn't just to swap out a human for a robot. It's to plug them right into the way we already do things. All right, let's zoom out for a minute, because this whole trend is way bigger than just one country. The ripple effects are going to be global, and what's happening right now is really setting the stage for the next great tech competition. And this quote right here, it just nails it. We've seen these global races before, right? For AI, for computer chips, for space exploration. Well, the race to build a truly capable general-purpose humanoid robot, that's the new frontier. It's the next big contest for tech supremacy. And the stakes here are just incredibly high. Getting this right won't just change one or two industries. It has the potential to completely reshape the future of work itself, across manufacturing, logistics, healthcare, you name it. This isn't some niche gadget. It's a foundational technology. So, after all that, what's the bottom line? Well, it really comes down to three things you need to remember. First, China is making a huge strategic play to lead the world in humanoid robotics. Second, this isn't just technology for technology's sake, it is a direct answer to some very real national challenges. And finally, the winner of this race is going to have a massive say in what the future of work looks like for all of us everywhere. Which leaves us with one final, fascinating thought. For decades, we've always looked up to the stars for that one giant leap for mankind. But maybe, just maybe, the next great leap for humanity is going to happen right here on Earth, on two robotic legs.